So hello, welcome to another vlog. I am Bex. I am a hobby hoarder. So that is where we are today. I thought I'd show you some of the things that I am working on at the moment. I actually have a beaded crochet bag that I'm making. So I'm making these like little granny squares, and they have like all the beadwork done. So that is what it looks like there. So this is done with like fishing wire, and it's just beads, and then I join it up with the crochet around the border. I'm even doing the same colours but in like circle beads, which is going to be the sides and the strap, which I think is going to look cool. My only issue is this is all I have left of the cotton yarn that I've used. I got this from a charity shop, so I can't actually buy it again. It is actually a Rowan cotton, but it's one that they don't do anymore, so it is kind of old. So when I got it from the charity shop, I just caked them all up just so they were easier to like deal with. But anyway, yeah, I am using a 2.5mm crochet hook, so it is a smaller hook, and like I say, I'm only doing the 2 rows. It's basically a double crochet between all the stitches, with 2 in the corner, and then it goes into a traditional granny square where it's 3, and then 2 3s in the corner. And for the first initial row I'm doing 3 chains, but for this one I'm then doing, I think I'm doing 1, yeah, because I didn't want it to be like totally big. But anyway, these will then join nicely. Now what I have decided to do is change up the gem style. So this one is with the corners being in the clear, and then I've done it with the pink. So I thought I'd do it so that it looks like that on the bag. I don't know, I just thought I broke it up, and I just wanted to do that. But yeah, I need to get on with that, and I've actually started the petite knit poppy tee pattern. Gonna level with you, I am still a newbie to knitting, so why I thought this would be a good idea to start, I don't know. But I'm just doing the back yoke, so that is what I'm up to. I have learned how to do a make one left increase and a make one right increase, which you can see like we are slowly increasing. The only thing I will notice is, and if any knitters are on here, this side seems to have like more of a slant than this side, so I don't know whether I initially did it wrong. But anyway, I've done it just with a yellow DK yarn. It's not what the actual pattern said to use, but I thought if I just practice with a DK yarn that didn't cost me a lot, I can see, you know, make all the mistakes that I need to do. And I thought the yarn would be more forgiving in terms of like the stretch on it, but it's actually quite tight sometimes when I'm trying to do it. I am using 3.5 circular knitting needles on 100cm cable. The pattern asks for I think 60 and 80, but the ones that I've got, I didn't particularly like the way that the needle was feeling as the yarn was going through it, so I swapped to this one, and this one is much better. It's just a cheap set off. I got it from Amazon. I will double check. So yeah, I also finished my beanie that I showed you in my first like sort of welcome video. So it is brown at the bottom and then burgundy on the top. I'm trying to use up, you know, like when you have the oddballs of like DK yarn, so I'm just joining them all together and doing that. So my first one was a pink and teal one, pink, purple and teal, and I did that with 3 strands. So for the next one, because the grey that I used is a chunky, I only used an extra strand of DK because I figured it gives you the same vibe. What I will say is I've done 2 different sizes. So this one, before I started the decreases, was 11.5 inches, and this was 10.5 inches. So you can see a difference in the heights. But like I say, I am making these for a homeless charity, and it just uses up all my like odds and ends that you sort of don't know what to do with. That is that at the moment. I am also doing something for my friend, which I can't show you, I'll just do a little sneak peek, for a birthday. I can't wait to show you that, but that will have to be at the end of August now. And I've also got like here, like lots of projects. Now the main one that I actually do want to get started on is a white crochet dress that I'm taking to Greece for my brother's wedding, because the hotel we're going to has a white party. So I thought, you know what, why don't I make a dress? Anyway, I did get this sequin yarn. Like, it is stunning, the light's shining on it funny. This is sequin yarn, and I have got some cotton, white cotton as well, so I thought if I mix the two together. Originally, I did want to use this, but it didn't have as many sequins in it as I wanted. It's actually quite subtle when you compare the two, so I think I'll save that for something else. But I did get a lot of this. So I am going to utilise it, but it is more white than this. Even though this does look white, it's more on like a polyester rather than a cotton, so I'm just not sure which would be best. So I'm going to do a swatch of both, even though I like the sequins in this one. If this one looks better, then I will stick to that. It's just obviously what you have to check. I have actually got what I have started doing as well, because I start too many WIPs. I actually got these little like wallet things with zips on. I got this from, I think, is it One Below or One Beyond in the UK? I can't remember what it is, but it's a really affordable, like, cheap shop. These were £1 each, and I bought like 10 of them. And what I do is I print my pattern out, and I put a coloured pen and a black pen and a pair of scissors in there, and then also write on the pattern what hook I'm using, and if it's an active like project I'm working on, I will put the hook in the pack as well. And this stops me from thinking like, shit, what was I doing? Because that's what I tend to do a lot. So I have got a fair few of these walking around. What I will say is, I got these scissors from Amazon. It was a 10 pack for like £6.50. These are fantastic for cutting threads and stuff. They're classed as craft scissors, but they're just so sharp. And yeah, like, so these ones are actually for like craft from Home Bargains, and the crap. I use them for cutting paper now, but these for cutting your threads and stuff like that, perfect. And then because you have actually got the blade cover, I just feel like they're a bit more secure. So yeah, that's what I did with that. I have actually got some mini cases as well, for the patterns that are just on my phone that I can't actually print off, because I only have a thermal printer. So some of the patterns, because they have a lot of pictures in them or colours in them, I can't actually print them on my thermal printer because it just makes it go like weird. So the ones that I do just follow on my phone, I've got like mini clear pencil cases which I can put the pens, the scissors. I forgot to say as well, I do have like mini notebooks as well, that sometimes I'll put in if so like I said, if I can't print the pattern off and I can't write on it, then I will put it as like a mini notebook. Case in point like this. So sometimes, like, say if you're doing a pattern and it'll be like the same number of stitches for 50 rows, I will tick each row like as like a tally chart, and it just makes it easier for me to remember what I'm doing. I found that the older I get, the more I have to write these things down, because I had these intentions of remembering what I'm doing, but when I come back to it, I'm like, I forgot. So yeah, that is pretty much what I'm working on at the moment. Pretty much what I want to do, I want to condense my stash. Like, my actual unit is a mess at the moment, but like, I have yarn and fabric everywhere, so I have made a point to myself that I'm going to start using it before I buy it. I mean, I'm still going to buy it because I'm an emotive buyer, and if I go into a yarn shop, I'm just like, but I am going to start trying to use what I have got going forward, and like making projects and stuff. And like I say, like the beanies are just a perfect way to use all my like DK acrylic, especially the odds, balls and ends and everything. I have got a pattern for knitted socks that I want to follow, because I've got some nice variegated yarn, and yeah, it's just about like trying to like perfect my skills and stuff like that. Like I say, I am on a knitting thing at the moment. I'm also working on a mosaic blanket at home. I'm testing it for a designer. It's going to be fantastic. So I will like insert some clips of that as well, because I am allowed to show the process, obviously just not the pattern. I think that's everything. I am gonna crack on today. If you would like to see the yarn haul that I got from Germany, let me know. I went to their like local like cheap shops. It's called the Euro shop, and I went to a few of their crafty shops, Selfmade, and I think ID is one of them's called, so that was very exciting. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you are a hobby hoarder as well, join us. We're having fun here, and I will speak to you again. Bye guys.